Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are very iconic games. Even though it is the 4th generation of the series, I still consider it as one of the classics. The Sinnoh region is a great place to explore. There are a lot of branching paths that the trainer can take to take advantage of everything that it has to offer. There are lakes you can visit, mountains you can climb, snow areas you can explore, and even underground mines you can visit. It is one of my favorite Pokemon games to replay again and again. And that is why I don't want Game Freak to remake this game. Yet. So far, I love the Pokemon Remake games. Fire Red and Leaf Green added so much content from the original Red and Blue. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are my favorite games of all time. Even Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire I had fun playing again and again. But there is a big problem with remaking Diamond and Pearl, and that is... Fire Red and Leaf Green were made out of the same engine from the current Pokemon generation game at the time, which was Ruby and Sapphire. That's why they look very alike. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were made from Diamond and Pearl, which were already great games. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were made from X and Y and made the region look a lot better. I cannot say the same thing for Sword and Shield. These games look horrible. They are obviously incomplete and should not be used as a guide to make another game, especially as iconic as Diamond and Pearl. I personally think that it deserves better. Diamond and Pearl have great potential to make great remakes, and I think that the engine for Sword and Shield will block its potential. Imagine Route 201 that is very iconic because it is the first route you start in, looking something like this. Or another route, 205, looking like this. Route 217 looks pretty basic, but in the game, it has hail causing the character to walk slower and harder to see what's ahead. I think this route has the most potential out of all of them. If the remake is done right, then this route can look incredible. Now imagine every single town and city such as Jubilife City looking like this. The Galar region is so empty because they tried to make the cities look so realistic. If you combine that with Game Freak not knowing how to optimize their game for the Switch, then you're going to get cities that look like a wasteland. I feel like the only way Game Freak will get this right is if they change the art style and the models to look like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but that'll be a great waste of potential. I really want them to go for 3D where you can rotate the camera, but knowing how Sword and Shield are right now, that is not going to work. I highly recommend that Game Freak finishes up making the rest of the Pokemon models and greatly improving the animation before they start making a new Pokemon game. The only way I can see Game Freak making a great Diamond and Pearl remake is if they wait until the next Pokemon generation. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl introduces Pokemon Contest, which is another game mode all on its own. Having a remake on the console can potentially make this mode alone into a competitive scene, especially since it's going to be online, but we'll talk about that later. Diamond and Pearl also have a bike which can change modes with the press of the B button. Your bike can move around faster than running, obviously, but if you press the B button, it could go even faster. The downside to that is that your bike has slower acceleration. There is a technique where you can switch between the two modes every time you accelerate. You can start by moving around when your bike is at slow speed so that you can have a fast acceleration, and as soon as you start moving, press the B button to go faster. That way you don't have to deal with the slow acceleration. And when you're about to reach a stop or enter a building, you can press the B button again to go slow so that you can reach an instant stop, or you can accelerate fast when you want to move again. I'm pretty sure that the remakes will not include this feature, but I would be very surprised if they do. Another feature Diamond and Pearl had was the Battle Frontier. They took this off Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for some reason, but I could understand because the original Ruby and Sapphire did not have it. But we all know the real reason, and that is because Game Freak doesn't think a child's attention span would benefit a Battle Frontier because they would be so bored because of how time consuming it is. I just hope that they do not take off the Battle Frontier this time because they've taken so many things already. Another reason why I don't want Diamond and Pearl to be remade on the 8th generation is because of Dynamax Pokemon. Every generation sadly has a new gimmick that will not be important by the next one. This generation, as of this video, has Dynamax battles. Dynamaxing will increase the size and power to any Pokemon, which I think it's good that every Pokemon is included, but it kinda defeats the purpose when a handful of them have an exclusive form, which makes them more powerful. I really don't see Dynamaxing in the Sinnoh region. It just doesn't make sense. Let's put aside that the game looks horrible. Let's put aside that the animation needs work. Let's put aside the Dynamaxing. There is one huge problem that could highly restrict the remake from reaching its potential, and that is online. Nintendo Switch Online is by far the worst experience I've ever had on a game console. Their servers are extremely laggy and the Pokemon games would suffer a lot for them. Like I said before, Pokemon contests have a great potential to become a competitive scene, or just another way to have fun and relax when you don't want to do the main story. Pokemon contests were introduced in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, but there's one more thing that was introduced, and that is mining. Every generation of Pokemon introduces a new mode or gimmick. This is where Pokemon introduced mining as the exclusive feature in Diamond and Pearl. This mode has so much potential for this remake. You can go underground and explore. You can look for fossils and stones. And most importantly, you can make secret bases. I personally love secret bases when they were introduced in Ruby and Sapphire, but Diamond and Pearl greatly expanded on this. The great thing about going into underground mines is that you can see other players in real time when you are connected. Not only can people come and see your secret base, but they could also steal your flag that is inside the secret base. When someone steals your flag, they have to run back to their secret base in order for it to count. Just imagine doing this online. That alone can extremely expand the content of this game. Just imagine going online and trying to steal a flag for a random secret base and having to escape and dodge anybody that could get in your way. And depending on how the mines will look, this could greatly increase the replay value. On the original game, the more flags you get, the better ranking your secret base would be. So just imagine the awards you can get for the amount of flags you capture. I just hope that Nintendo can make their online better because there are so many games that would greatly benefit from this. So yeah, these have been my reasons why Pokemon Diamond and Pearl should not be remade just yet. Just imagine Diamond and Pearl, a game where you can explore whether it's underground or on the main story. There's so much potential that this game could have if Game Freak could just wait a little bit longer and improve what they have now. I don't expect much from Game Freak. In fact, I pretty much gave up on them, but there is still a little hope that they will make a great game one day. I know everything that I want in this remake is not going to happen, so my expectations are not that high, but it's just an idea that I wanted to share with everyone. Very recently, I have not been a fan of the recent Pokemon games, starting from Sun and Moon. And I really don't want my love for Pokemon to go away because I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue. Pokemon is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I would hate to see that all that potential go to waste just because Game Freak has to follow a deadline. Pokemon could go in any direction. The Pokemon world is huge. Game Freak has went into different directions with Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and Detective Pikachu. So it does show that Pokemon could work rather than a simple RPG. An idea that I have, for example, is a farming simulator but with Pokemon. Just imagine a game like Stardew Valley featuring Pokemon. Another example I have is like saving the world, but not as a 10-year-old, but as an adult who is trying to save their city or village by going into the highest authority and taking what's rightfully theirs, but with Pokemon. The world of Pokemon is huge, so I don't think that everyone in the world wants to be a Pokemon trainer. There has to be other people out there living their own life, whether it's on a peaceful island or wreck of a town. Everyone has their own story to tell. I hope you enjoyed hearing what I had to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.